And at least 17 people, including children, have been killed by a toxic gas leak in South Africa. Emergency officials say it came from a cylinder of nitrate gas used by miners working illegally to process gold. All right, let's return to Fahmida Miller now, who joins us from Boksburg, the scene of that gas leak. Fahmida, we were talking earlier about whether or not there will be an investigation into this gas leak being linked to illegal mining in the area.
Well, that's certainly the link that authorities here have made so far, that is to do with illegal mining and essentially the work of these illegal miners going wrong. And I just want to paint you a picture of what exactly happens. We're in this informal settlement. It's densely packed, it's highly populated, and around it there are abandoned mine shafts where illegal miners enter and try to dig up gold. They then bring out the gold dust to places like this where they've set up informal processing centers, and it's during what appears to be a processing treatment that this gas leak happened with these gas cylinders. Excuse me. Police have said that they've confiscated at least 15. But again, we'll be joined by Zweli Dlamini. He's the spokesperson for the Ekurhuleni city. Now, Mr. Dlamini, we were talking about the extent of illegal mining in this area, but now you're also having to deal with this community that's been so badly affected. At least 17 people have died from this gas leak. What is the city doing to help them?
Look, the first thing that we need to do is actually, one, as you can see, the police are actually removing all the equipment that was being used for this illegal processing operation. Unfortunately, it happens in the middle of the community. You know, if the mining activity was happening about 100 meters away, you would say, okay, you understand. But this one is happening in the middle of the community. So we have to do something to make sure that we actually now have to scout the whole area, find out exactly where these operations are and see if they cannot all be dismantled, because that's where it begins. And we then have to monitor, and we need the public to actually assist us with information, because we can't really, we've got 119 informal settlements. We can't really have police going everywhere looking for these particular facilities. But we are going to be having a session with between the Metro Police and the SAPS to see how best we can actually intervene and stop these operations, because unfortunately 17 people have died. It could have been more if you look at where this facility is, and there's a garage just next to it here. So these are things that we need to stop immediately.
Now, in terms of a formal investigation, are there likely to be charges laid at any point? What happens from this point?
The police will have to, preliminary investigations have already indicated that this was a gas leak as a result of illegal mining activities. We expect the police to do extensive police work to find out what really transpired. If there's anyone who can be found guilty of anything or responsible of anything, then action must be taken against such people, because there is a market for these people. That's why they do what they're doing. And unfortunately, in the process, they're endangering innocent people's lives. So we hope that the police will be able to speedily investigate, and hopefully we'll have arrests soon.
All right, Mr. Dlamini, thanks very much for your time. Zweli Dlamini there from the city of Ekurhuleni. And as you mentioned there is a lot of illegal mining in areas like this. There are at least 6,000 abandoned mine shafts around South Africa, tens of thousands of illegal miners. And I think this is a type of incident that again highlights the dangers of illegal mining in South Africa. And questions certainly will be put to the government about what they'll do next.
Yeah, they certainly will be. Thank you so much for the update. Fahmida Miller in Boksburg, South Africa.